Hey everybody, it's Dan Ferris, editor of Extreme Value, published by Stansberry Research. And this video is inspired by the crash of the XIV short-VIX fund. I realized a couple things this morning. First of all, I realized there are two reasons why we have financial regulation, and they aren't good reasons. The first reason is that the big banks need financial regulation so that they can have this extra layer of expense that their competitors can't afford. So it's a way for them to protect their moats. That's why they're always in favor of more regulation, and they're always involved in the process. The second reason why big institutions especially need financial regulation is so they can lull you into a sense of complacency that you are somehow protected from loss. And that way they can sell you toxic waste like CDOs and short-VIX funds and other things that you should never buy. So, and you know, it's right in the XIV, the short-VIX fund with the ticker symbol XIV, which crashed on Monday. It's right in the prospectus. It says it's worth zero. Right in the prospectus. It says this product will likely be worth zero. Language, something very much like that. So they can say, well, you know, we disclosed it, so it's okay. And the regulators made us disclose these things, so it's okay. And it's not okay. It would be better for you to be exposed to the full brunt of all risk with nothing in between you, with no sense that the government is somehow protecting you, than to be lulled into a sense of complacency that causes you to buy toxic waste that blows up. There's a funny picture going around the internet right now of two executives from the big Japanese bank called Nomura, and they had one of these toxic waste short VIX products blow up on them, and their two executives are bowing very low and they're deeply apologizing to the public. Of course, the executives didn't lose any money. Just their clients did. And it's just a funny way of thinking you can get away with this, that all you need to do is bow low and get a picture taken that circulates around the internet and everything's okay and you're back in business. But that's the world we live in, and we live in that world because of this phony thing called financial regulations. And it's a really disgusting state of affairs, isn't it? Think about people who are driving around in their cars with airbags and seat belts and all kinds of other crash safety, automatic braking and things. Do you think they're driving more recklessly because of those things, or do you think they're driving less recklessly? I think they're probably driving more recklessly. It's just human nature. If you tell somebody there's a safety measure in place, then they'll feel free to push the limits on risk. And it's perverse. Admittedly, it's perverse. But, you know, it's very obvious, isn't it? I mean, the Bernie Madoff affair proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that the SEC does not have your back. Because the accountant Harry Markopoulos went to the SEC, I think 9 or 10 times over a period of several years, and told them this was a fraud. And he knew it within 15 minutes of looking at Madoff's results. And it took him a couple more hours to prove it. And he gave them the evidence repeatedly, and they balked repeatedly because, of course, the SEC, they didn't want to, you know, raise a stink because they all hope to get jobs with people like Bernie Madoff one day. So this whole idea that the regulators are protecting you, it's really bankrupt, isn't it? Just like a lot of the people who own the XIV fund. That's the point I wanted to make to you today. The regulators aren't protecting you, very obviously. I know it's an obvious point, but I think spelling it out the obvious sometimes is warranted. So have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.